show you how to use the mobile money manager. Everybody has a phone. I've been all over the world, and the one thing that I've seen everywhere I go, it doesn't matter if it's China or India, everybody's got a phone. Everybody's got a phone. So we're going to teach you how to be able to use the mobile money manager on your phone. Now, what's so cool about this program that we've created is that you can download it and everybody has access to Google. And so this is done on a Google Sheet. And you can use your computer, you can use your iPad, you can use your phone. It doesn't matter. You can use any one of those things. And when you create a file, so you can start doing this, then you can make changes on your phone, your iPad, or on your computer, and it just updates all three of them at the same time. So the crucial part here is we want you to be able to manage your money on your phone. So that's why we created the money manager. And also you can use your computer and we've got a couple different tabs that we're going to use. So I'm going to bring Ethan in with me as well. Now, there's a previous video that'll show you how to go and download it, but I'm just going to show you briefly here on how you do that. So you're simply going to come here to the website, to the Success and Money Foundation website. So let's go there now. And so when you come here to the Success and Money Foundation website, you'll see over here under courses, under number 2 courses, 2C, 2C, which is to download the one page and the mobile money manager. So if you're on your phone, you'll go right here, and then what this is going to pop you up to this page. Now I'm showing you what it is on the computer, but you're going to do the exact same thing on your phone. Now, when you do it on your phone, you're going to come here and you're going to click to download, and then on your phone, you're going to make a copy of it. And there's a previous video that you can watch that goes step by step to show you how to be able to do that. But Ethan, I'm going to have you show them just real quickly what it looks like as you do that on a mobile.
So you want to do the phone version here?
Yep, just show them quickly on how to do the download on the phone.
All right, let me share my phone. Okay, that's just spinning. It should pop up here in 1 second. There we go. Okay, so all you have to do is go to the same spot Tom was just showing us on the website. It's number 2 courses and then 2C, download the one page and mobile money manager. So I'm here and there it is. You're just going to click here to download, big blue button. And there you go. Now I'm looking at the other copy. If you try to type in here, it's not going to let you. It's going to say you're not an admin of this page. So all you need to do for that is click the 3 dots. It might look a little bit different on an Android, but it should be pretty similar here. And all you're going to do is click share and export. And then I'm going to go ahead and make a copy. And now this is going to be my personal copy, and I'm going to be able to make changes as I want to. I'm going to be able to type in here and go through the whole system. All right, Tom, do you want to start actually filling this out, or do we
Yeah,
want to keep?
nope, we're going to do that in just a second. So I'm going to have Daryl jump on for a second, if you would, please. And Daryl, I'm going to have you show them just the quick steps on how you do it with an Android phone.
Oh yeah. Before that, let me connect my iPhone, my Android phone again into the Zoom.
So the first step is to be able to download it. And you can do that on your phone.
Mm-hmm. Connecting my phone.
And if you can share your screen, that'd be great, Daryl.
Yeah. Okay. Set that. All right. Joining. And then sharing my screen. Okay. on Android phone, that's how we do it. We are on the site. Go to Success and Money Foundation, of course. And then log in. Okay, once you're logged in, make sure to click that three lines and then home start worldwide, and you're going to see the letter C right there. Click here to download the One Page and Mobile Money Manager. So once you're there, you're going to see this interface, and then click here to download right there. It's big. Click here to download, and then select an account. In my case, I'm going to select that account. And then you're not going to be able to edit this. What you're going to do is to make a copy of it. All right. Click that three dots rather, and then make a copy. Once you made a copy, you'll be able to rename it instantly on your Android device. Say I'm going to rename it. My name, Daryl Messina Money Manager. I'm going to hit OK. Then it's copying. Once you have your own copy, you'll be able to edit all the white spaces here. Say, for example, you make more money. Let's say, for example, my job, 20,000, for example. And then so on and so forth until you'd be able to edit all these spaces here. Okay, so that's how you do it on an Android phone.
Okay, that's awesome. So what's so cool about the system is that it doesn't matter if you're using your mobile phone or if you're using your computer, because they work hand in hand. And once you create that file, you can go back into your computer and pull up just go to Google Drives, how I do it. And then I go to the drive and look at the last one that was shared with me. And then from there, I can make changes on my computer, which automatically runs to the phone or it goes to my iPad. And so they work interactively together. So I'm going to have Ethan jump back on and we're going to show you the new system. And you'll notice that there's two major tabs that we want to look at. The first tab, which is brand new, is the mobile. And most mobile, we only have room for 2 columns. And so Ethan, let's go ahead and share your screen, but you'll notice we're going to put all the data in and we're going to use our computer just because it'll be a lot faster to be able to use. And we're going to take you through quickly what the 7 steps are and how all that works. Ethan, go ahead and share.
All right, can you see this okay?
Yeah, that looks good. You might want to punch up the size of it just on view.
Here, we can zoom in a bit.
There you go.
That a little bit better.
Yeah, there you go. Perfect.
Okay. Nice.
Then if you want to go to the view, Ethan, and just change it so it's full screen. There you go. Perfect. All right. Nice. All right. Much easier to see.
Okay. Do you want to be Coach Tom here and walk me through it, or do you want me to just start going through?
I'll let you go through. You've seen this so many times.
Okay. Perfect. You can just chime in whenever you want to add something to any of these sections here. So we tried to make this really simple for you guys. So up here, you're going to have your money in and your money out. The goal of this is to balance it back to 0 by the end. So we've got that noted right here. Right now it's at 0 because I don't have any money in or money out yet. So let's go down and start adding some money into here. So to start, we're going to add ourselves and our spouse's monthly income if you have one. And then you could also include any side hustle income here. So for me, I'll say Ethan and Megan, and we could say side hustle. Just realized I don't know how to spell side hustle, so that's okay. And then we'll do a monthly amount. I'm just going to do easy numbers for us. Let's say we're both making 1,000 and we have a side hustle that's making us an extra 500 every month.
And this happens to be US dollars. If it's pesos, it doesn't matter. Put in whatever number it is, and it should calculate for you.
Yep, the math will work the same. So wherever you're at in the world, just enter your own currency there. So now you can see up here my money in, money out just updated to 2,500. So far I've got 2,500 in and we don't have any money out yet. So now we're going to go to the next steps, which is separate your money, starting with number 3, which is give. And we're going to do church or charity. So let's say I donate to the Success and Money Foundation every month, and I donate $100. So now you can see that's going to drop my money out a little bit. So now it's down from 2,500 to 2,400. And I can add, we could add church here if you do like tithing or anything like that. Good. Let's just keep it easy. I'm just going to add easy numbers. So then you can see that's going to keep adjusting as we go down. So now we've got my number 3 give done. And I'm going to go ahead and move down to the automatically invest, which is step 4. And let's say in my investment account, every month I am investing 125. And maybe in a retirement account, we're doing 25. If you don't have anything here, you could just leave it at 0. If you have any other investments that you wanted to include here, like you could break this down and say, this is my Robinhood account, and this is my Fidelity account, maybe if you had different investments going. But however you want to do that, the math is still the same. You'll just add the numbers here. Okay, next step, I'm going to go down to the save and spend. So for saving, we've got 5A. Let's start with 5A. Add money for your savings or emergency account. So maybe every month I have a savings account and I add $200 to it. That's going to be your monthly amount. So you can see our money out is still going down here. And we've still got some to spare so far. So that is 5A, that's save and emergency. And next step is going to be your fixed expenses. So we made a little note here, you're not including your loans. So if you have a mortgage, that does not go here. But if you're paying rent, if you're paying utilities, a cable bill, Wi-Fi bill, all of those things would go here. So maybe I'll say we're doing utilities. And that costs us, just say 250 a month for now. Let's say we've got Wi-Fi that's costing 70. Let's see, what else could we add here? I'll just add a cable bill. I don't have a cable bill, but I'll add it here anyways. Maybe it's 40 bucks. Okay, so now you can see the total down here. And let's take a look at the 5C, which is personal spending. So this is your money, like for entertainment, fun money, whatever money, however you split up your funds between yourself and your spouse, or if it's just you, just what money do you allot yourself each month for spending? So we can add our names here again. Say I'm Ethan, and maybe Ethan only gets $100 per month. And then we've got Megan. Of course, she gets more, so we're going to give her 200 a month.
Let's boost that up just a little bit, Ethan. Let's do like 300 and 300.
Sure, okay. I'm going to give Megan more just because I'm generous. We'll do 350 for Megan. She deserves it, right? Then if you had kids here, you could also add like a kids section. No kids yet for us, so we'll just keep it with me and Megan. And then now you're going to see that's your personal spending. Down below, we're going to have a whole section for you to track that, to pace yourselves, to see how you're doing throughout the month. But first, we'll go into the personal debt here. So you're going to go smallest to largest debts. And so this could be credit cards, school loans, car loans, home loans, anything like that. You're going to do how much you owe. And we're going to add the interest rate, and we're going to add your monthly payment. And then it's going to calculate all of your payments for you, and you can actually play around with it and see how you could pay your stuff off faster if possible.
So for this example, Ethan, let's go put a little bit more money into the make money so that
Okay.
thought we just need a little more to make this more realistic.
Or let's say it's,
Yeah,
what do you think?
yeah, same with Megan.
Around there, we'll put Megan at 2.
Okay, good.
Okay. We're just bumping up our money. I wish it was that easy to make more money, right? Just type it in. Okay. Now, I don't have any credit card debts or anything like that, luckily, but we can add some as examples. So let's say I've got, I don't even know what I'd call it. Let's just do credit card number 1.
Yeah, just CC number 1.
And what do you want the balance to be on that?
Let's make that 500.
Okay, so the balance is what you owe. So I owe $500 to this credit card.
And 21%.
The interest rate is crazy, 21%.
Usually the minimum is 2% of the balance. So put in $10 right there. Let's see if it'll calculate.
$10.
Good. So
Okay.
it's going to take you 10 years to pay that off, and you're going to pay $699 in interest.
That's brutal.
Let's go add another credit card, CC number 2.
Okay, let's do it.
And see, let's put $1,000 on that one, and let's put 21%. And that one we'll put $20 because that's the minimum. Okay, good. Now let's go put a school loan on there. And school loan, let's make that 10,000. And
Okay.
it happens to be at 8%. And then I'm not sure what the number is, so we're going to start typing some numbers in. We're going to see if it calculates and approximately how many months it's going to be. So put in $500. Let's see what that looks like.
That should work for us.
Okay. So
Yep.
the minimum is probably going to be like 350 because most of those are going to be 7, 8 years long. So let's go down to 200. Okay, that's a little bit more realistic. So what we're saying on this one is that it's 165 months because that's probably what the minimum is. Okay, that's what the minimum is. All right, you got a school loan. Let's do a personal loan. We borrowed some money from your parents and we got a personal loan.
Oh boy.
And that's another 20 grand.
Big one.
And yes, we are paying our parents some money, even though it's at 6%. And let's say that the minimum on that's 200. Let's see if it'll calculate. Good. All right, good. Now we got a mortgage. You got a house. So let's go put a mortgage on there. And on this mortgage, let's say that it's 400,000. And it's at 6%. Now we don't know what the payment is. This is the principal and interest. So let's go put some numbers in, see if we can get it to calculate. So put in 2,500.
Might be about right.
That's pretty dang close. That's a 30-year loan. So you're right close to it. Now, what's so cool about our system here is you can see that monthly payment of 2,830 on your debts is being taken out of your money out. So now we're down to $685 on our money out. Now, for us to get out of debt, our goal is to kill the little debt first and then destroy it. So we got $685 to do something with. So let's go add another $100 to that additional payment right there, Ethan. Let's see what happens. Okay, now you can see that took money out of our money out, but it's still going to take us 5 months to do that. Let's go change that to $200. Okay, that'll take us 2 months to get out of debt with that. Now, after 2 months, that first one's going to be paid off completely. It's going to be paid off completely. And so then what we're going to do is we're going to attack the second one. So let's put, I'm just showing you as an example. So let's put another $400 into the second one. Okay, so you can see we're attacking those first two right there. We're going to get those first two done in the first 2 months. And then after that, they'll be done. We'll have an extra $600 to be able to go after it. And so after we kill those first two, Ethan, let's go change the balance to 0. Right there, the balance is now 0 because we got it paid off, 0. And take the payment to 0. The monthly payment on D is 0, and that's 0 because we got those two killed up. They're done. Now let's go attack number 3. And remember all that money we got? Now we got another look, we got $600 or $700 to be able to spend. Let's go spend 700 there. And you can see now we'll have the school loans all paid off in a year. Now, in order to do this, you probably have to go make more money. If there's not enough in there, we've got to do a side hustle or something else, but we want to be able to get out of that debt. So by taking the money and rolling it from the first one to the second one to the third one, then that will make that huge difference. Now, once we get that paid off, then of course we can roll it to the next one and to the next one and to the next one. But before I take all those out, we're going to keep going down here. So let's scroll down just a little bit more. And then let's talk about the real estate. Now, the real estate and the idea behind the real estate is that we want that money to roll. Means we want to recycle that money. Your goal, as much as possible, is to live on the first 5 steps with your job, your side hustle, and your spouse's job. And then as you start making money with step 6 is how you build wealth. 1 through 5 is how you survive. 1 through 5, you can become financially independent, but it's going to take a long time to do it. It's going to take decades to do it. What we want to be able to do is we want to add some more money. And we're going to do that with our side hustle, with some real estate or a business. We're going to do the 5 F's. We're going to find it. We're going to fund it. We're going to fix it. And then we're going to flip it or farm it. So you can see 6A and 6B. 6A is we're going to flip something. I don't care if it's you're flipping TVs or car stereos or food or shirts or glasses or whatever it is. We're going to flip something. We're going to flip a car. We're going to flip a house, whatever it is. And as you make that chunk of money, you can choose to either go pay off that personal debt or you can just let it roll. You can just let it roll. You can just let it roll. So as you're flipping money and taking it, if you're in debt, let's go kill that debt. The first thing is let's get you out of stupid debt. So we'd take that chunk of money and we'd go attack one of those pieces above there and we'd go attack it and kill it, attack it and kill it. Our goal is to get you out of personal debt. Now, 6B is you're going to create a stream of income. Okay. You're either going to flip it and take a chunk of cash, or we're going to farm it and get a stream of income. Now, what's a stream of income? A stream of income is a rental unit. Okay. Now that's our next phase, but it's a rental unit. We got money coming in, we got money going out. That's how I made $10 million was with all our rental units. It took quite a few years to do that. But as I was getting started, I was flipping little houses or flipping buildings, and then I'd take that extra money and I'd recycle it, recycle it, recycle it. And then when I found a great property I wanted to keep for a long time, then I would put that money into it. As that property went up in value, we'd refinance it and take out money and just keep rolling it. So number 6, we want to keep the money rolling and rolling and rolling. But if you're in debt, let's get some of that money out and attack your debts with it. So 6B is we're going to farm it. What's another farm? Another farm is multi-level marketing. I've been involved in multi-level marketing. I haven't actively done it for about 10 years now, 15 years, but we still are on the products. I had a heart attack when I was 34 years of age. I've been on nutritional products now for 30 years. And we built a business. We built a business, but all that money that comes in, 99% of all that money that's ever come in goes directly into 6B, and it goes into a special account for my son, and we put it into Warren Buffett stock. And so money's coming in and it's making more money. So I'm not living off that money. My goal is to build a whole orchard of money trees. And that's what 6B is a whole orchard of money trees. And again, if you got a lot of debt, let's get you out of debt. Let's go flip some properties. Let's go flip your business, whatever it is. Let's make an extra chunk of money, which actually, as you make that chunks, you can move it up into 1, which is make more money. That's part of your side hustle. And then we're going to attack all that stupid personal debt. Let's get out of stupid personal debt. And we're going to pay off the credit cards. We're going to pay off the student loans. We're going to pay off possibly the car. And then the house is probably going to be the last thing that we're going to do. And then we're also going to start adding some rental units and things like that. So that's going to take us through the first 6. Now, number 7, and again, number 6 is, we're showing our income, we're showing our expense. In the future one, we're going to have a whole income statement just for your businesses. But that's phase 2 of what we're doing. Now, what are you worth? What are you worth? So Ethan, let's go down and let's start filling out what you're worth. And so your assets. Well, Ethan, what kind of assets do you have? You have, my wife has jewelry, but she's never going to sell it, but it's still an asset. It's not an income producing asset, but it is still an asset. We have a computer. Let's go put a computer in as an asset because we could probably sell that and live with it. And then what's the value of that?
Maybe 1,000
Let's put 1,000 in there. Okay, is that computer going up or down in value?
down,
Okay, so
down, down, down.
so we're going to put a negative 10% on that,
Ouch.
and it's probably going to be obsolete in what, 5 years or less?
It's a pretty new computer. I'd say I got 7 years in it, maybe.
You're not going to keep that computer like your iPhone. Let's put 5 years on it. And actually, let's go change that growth to a minus 20% because that is an asset is losing money. It's got to be negative 20 because it's going down. It's not making you any money. All right, let's go put a car in. We got a car.
Or
Okay,
nice.
and the value on that car, let's say it's 25,000.
I wish my car was worth 25,000.
Okay, is it going down in value? Yes.
Down, yep.
So it's going down at about 20% a year, minus 20%. And it's probably going to last just 7 years. And in 7 years from now, that car's going to be worth about $5,000, $6,000. And again, you can see how much fun this is. Let's go change that to 15% negative on the car. That's not making us any money. Okay, good. Now you'll notice that we've got all that debt but we've got a computer, we got a car, we've got some investment accounts, Ethan. So let's go from above, you can see we had some investment accounts. We've got an investment account and we also have a retirement account. So let's go throw some money in both of those. Those are making us money. Those are income producing assets. Those are appreciating assets. So in the investment account, yep. And that's been going up about 9% a year. And we're going to hold that for the next 20 years. So what's it going to be worth in 20 years? Well, it's going to be worth 28,000 bucks. See how cool
Retirement
this
will be
is?
longer for me. That one's gonna be 40.
Oh, so you're making fun of my age now, right?
I've still got some time to go.
Oh, yeah.
No
Thank you.
retirement for me yet.
You want to trade, Ethan? I'll give you all the cash. I'll give you my net worth, and I can go be in my 20s.
Oh, I am just fine where I'm at. Thank you
So
though.
you don't want to make that deal.
No deal. No deal.
No deal. Okay, so we've got an investment account, we got a retirement account. What else do we have? We have a house.
House.
Okay, so here's our house. Now, how much do we owe on that house? How much was the mortgage on the house?
We put 400,000 up there, up
Okay,
above.
so let's say the house is worth 600.
We've got, do I just put the equity here?
Nope, that's the value because we have
Total
a
value.
loan
Great.
up above, and it's going to grow at about 3%. And we're going to have that house for the next 20 years, 20, 30 years. So what is so
Wow.
cool about this is you can see your before picture right now. We got a net worth of 206,000, but our future net worth is going to be a lot higher than that. Our future net worth is about 847,000. Okay, so this is the first phase, and then we can get more creative with this. We can come back in and we can start adding. In phase two, we're not going to do that here, but in phase two, we're going to put our rental real estate. And we're going to put all of our other things in here as well, but that's phase two. But just so you can see how I did stuff, Ethan, we're going to take it out, but on line 183, let's put our rental unit. Okay, and I'm going to give you some real numbers. That rental unit was 250,000, and it was going up at 3%, and we held it for 30 years. Okay, and so that rental unit went up from 250,000 up to 500. Let's do that to 25 years. There you go. That's the number right there. So I bought them for 250, and then they went up to be worth 500,000. Now I want you to change one thing, Ethan. Instead of 250, I want you to change that to we're going to 20 times that because I had 20 of those. So that's $5 million in value is what the profit.
Did I do too many? There we go.
There you go. So I bought 20 of them, and there's $5 million worth of rental units. And that's how much they went up. You can see the future value is $10 million because that's literally how we made a big chunk of the money, and we put that money into our long-term investment accounts. And what we've done is now we've also done that where we've donated that money to the foundation. So let's take out line 183 because that's phase 2 for many of you, but you can see how cool this is. We're going to show you what your future net worth is. Now, up in our personal spend, which happens to be in 5C, let's go back up and show them again where 5C was at. This is your personal money. So this is variable. This is money that, you know, my father-in-law taught me this, and he says every month my wife and I sit down. This is how much money we have coming in. She has her own checking account. I have a separate checking account, and we've moved money to her and we move money to me. Now, traditionally, we agree on things that I'm responsible for and things that she's responsible for. And for example, I'm responsible to keep gas in the car. My responsibility is to change the oil. My chart is to change the tires or whatever it is. Those are my responsibilities. She's responsible for whatever she's responsible for. And traditionally around the world, the wives are usually better at cooking than the men are. So groceries, kids' clothes, whatever it is. And so we would split that up, and she had her own checking account. Guess what? We got together on the same page. We are using this manager, this mobile money manager, so you're both on the same page. Divorce is caused not by the lack of money. Divorce is caused because you're not in the same boat. You're rowing in separate boats and you're going different places. And so if you're going different places, that's why marriages fail. If you get in the same boat, it doesn't matter where you are, you're all in the same boat together. And so that's why this system is so important. So we've gone in here and we've said, we've got Ethan that's got some money. We've got Megan that's got a little bit of money. And for this example, Ethan, let's go change Megan down to 250 just for fun. 250. And then let's just go put other in there on 89. Kids, let's go make that kids so that they can see how this would work. And you got $115 left up there. So now we're in total balance in here. So money in equals money out. Every dollar is a sign of where it's going. So now this is going to roll down to your money tracker or your money pacer. So let's scroll down. And again, this is on your phone. This is on your phone. And you can see 5C right there. We have the date we started this. And so we started at the first of the month with this stuff. What's so cool about our system is you can change it at any time. You can change it to any date of when you want to start. And then it's going to calculate two things. One, the start date. So we want to put in the start date of when you're doing it. And then number 2 is today's date. So Ethan, let's move that back to March 1st. Okay, so we started this on March the 1st, and today's date happens to be the 13th. And you'll notice that we pulled that number from above down here to column 1 to row 150 to 198. Now, Ethan, let's take them through this next step that we've created.
Okay, so now right here, you're each going to get your own calendar. So this one is for Ethan. You can see my name's right here. Megan's is going to be right below. And then the kids are going to have their money down here to track. So this number, so you can see these got pulled from up above in 5C. So you can see for Ethan, I've got $300 to start with for the month. So we're getting paced with $300. So this is going to tell you how much money you should have left. This is going to try to pace you. Don't spend more than this or you're going to be running out of money before you run out of month. And the goal of this one is so you're going to run out of month before you run out of money. So at the end of the month, you should have a little bonus. You should have some extra, and you can roll that into your debts. You can roll that into your personal spending. If you want to give yourself a bonus at the end of the month and reward yourself, whatever that is, this is going to track you. So instead of like most people do, we spend all our money and then there's still 20 days left in the month and we're sad about it. Now we're going to track it through the month. You're going to make sure you're on track. And then by the end of the month, you're actually going to have extra. So you can see on this side, I can track the money I spend on each day. And the current day is going to be highlighted. And as I spend money, this is going to go down and it's going to let me know if it's green, then we're right on track. And if it is red, then that means we're going a little bit too fast. So let's say on March 2nd, I went and I bought something for $20. So you can see I spent 20. I went a little bit over budget by $3 there. So I'm a little bit behind, but we're doing pretty good. And let's say then I say, oh, I'm behind, so I'm going to wait a few days and I'm going to do my next purchase on the 6th. So then let's say I had to go and spend $75. We're good again, but I just went red. I've got a few days. I need to slow down. This is going to pace me. So I spent 75. I have 205 remaining, and I should have 249 by this day. So we can keep doing that for each of us. You can say every day you can go mark your expenses. Maybe I did really good and I didn't spend anything else for a few days. So I spent 50 here. You can see it stayed green. I didn't go over. And then when I get all the way down to the end of the month, maybe I spent another 75. And look at that. I spent 220. I had 300 allotted, so I've still got $80 left. And I did a great job budgeting this month.
So what
And
it's
then,
doing,
sorry,
what
go
it's
ahead,
doing,
Tom.
so what it's doing is we're pacing you. We're pacing you like there's 35 days. So in this example, he's got a couple $100 there, and we're showing you in column E. Let's go up a little bit, Ethan. So we're showing you in column E your pacer. You know, if you were to spend this much money every day for 35 days, this is your pace. And then it's showing you actually what you're spending. So let's say you spent, that $20 and then you spend another $30. Just go on your phone and say, well, I spent 20, I spent another 30. So now I've spent 50 for the day. And it's going to show you, are you spending your money faster than the month or slower than the month? Are you in the red or are you in the green? And so this will pace you. So you're trying to decide, am I going to go to a fancy restaurant or are we going to go to Jollibee or McDonald's? Well, it depends on where you're at. So if you're in the red, you're going to McDonald's. If it is in the green, you're going to someplace nicer. Okay. The purpose of this is to pace you so you can see how fast you're spending your money. And are you spending your money faster than the month? Now, again, we pace you like there's 35 days in a month. And so it should give you a little extra money at the tail end so that if you need to spend a little more money, you can do. Now, what happens if you have extra money at the end of the month? We're going to go spend some money and we're going to go pay off some more of that debt. We're going to go after our get out of debt stuff and we're going to go find another little piece and we're going to go add it to there and we're going to go kill it. We're going to go kill it and then we're going to roll that to the next one. So this is what is so cool because it's going to do this for you. It's going to do the same thing for your spouse. It's going to do it for your kids, whatever those three different categories are. So this is the mobile version of that. And that's how you do it. You just put the stuff in. And again, you have access to do this on your computer and you also have access to do it on your phone. And as you make a change on either one of them, it's going to update that for you. Now, in addition to that, we want you to be able to see the big picture, to be able to see all of this on one piece of paper. So if you have access to a computer with a printer, then you're going to go to the second tab on the bottom there where it says the one page money manager. Now, the purpose of this one is to fill out this information, and you'll notice that it is more in a diagram form. So money comes in, and then you're going to separate it into your three. Then we're going to attack our debt. We're going to go make some more money, and we're going to go over and our net worth. And it all fits on one piece of paper. The reason is you print this up and you put it on your mirror. You print this up and you put it on your refrigerator. This is your plan. Your whole plan is on one piece of paper. You're going to print it. You're going to put it on your mirror. You're going to put it on your refrigerator. You and your spouse are going to be on the same page. You're going to be in the same boat. You're rowing together. Now, what's cool about this is that you can also print this, and then on page 2, it will have your money tracker. Now, the money tracker on this one isn't quite as elaborate as it is on your phone, but it will show you where you're at. So you can roll this up. You can put it in your back pocket. If you like paper, you can use paper. Or if you like to just run mobile, then you just use tab number 1. Okay, so that's the difference between the two of those. Ethan, what else do you have on this?
Yeah, I think that's a great start. We've also got a game plan here, so you guys can go make a plan. You can make a plan of action for goals, because those are kind of telling you where you're at. And now you're going to say, okay, well, I need to make more money. What am I going to do? How am I going to make more money in my job? What's my action plan this week or this month? So maybe for my job, I'm going to go look for a new job, or I'm going to try to ask for a raise, or I'm going to see if I can solve a bigger problem for my boss and see how much value that adds to them. For the spouse's job, you can do the same thing. Small business, you can decide how can we make our small business work better. We can go through the 25 rules of thumb with ACE and figure out a plan of where we're messing up. So this is going to help you enact a plan. You're not just going to stay where you're at. Each month you're going to want to make a new goal. Probably with your spouse, you're going to sit down and say, what are we going to do here? What's our plan? What's something we can actually do to improve this? So this is a great little tool for you to just make a plan, set some goals, and start improving your, all of your money in over here, all your money out. So you're going to start improving that, and you're going to feel a lot better when you actually have a plan moving forward. And from there, we've got the 7 steps to wealth. So you can just go through this. This will just teach you the 7 steps, explaining how each one works, talking you through some of that. And then we've also got a money tracker over here. It's another version of the personal expenses. So if you prefer this layout, then you can use this one. I think this one can be printed. Yeah. So if you wanted to print it out on a paper, this would be a great way to do that.
So we give you 3 or 4 different options of how you can do it. The key is just doing it. If you simply have an idea where you're at, you can make a conscious decision. You've got a plan. Now you're both in the same rowboat, and guess what? You've got a map. You got a map, and we know where we got to row. And when you're going down the river and you got to decide, well, I want to go this way or this way, well, you got a map. You're in the car together, you're driving someplace together, you got a map, you got a GPS. That's going to tell you how long it's going to get there, how much you're going to have, everything else. That's why it is so important to be able to do that. Now, if you can manage a little bit of money, you can manage a lot of money. The people that really do well they want to know the data. They want to know the math because it's a game. Money's a game and games are fun. So let's go play the game. Let's go build a GPS. Let's go build a map. Let's go build a system so that you can see where you're at. And then we're turned into a game. You've got X number of dollars. You got $200 for the month, and I got 30 days. Well, if you had $200 in cash, you got 30 days. Well, you're going to figure out how to pace yourself so you'll run out of month before you run out of money. That's kind of how the system works. So thanks for watching, everybody. Make a difference, make it happen. And remember that every life is precious. Go use this system. Go to the successmoneyfoundation.org. Go to number 2 courses and then down to number 2C. And you can download the mobile money manager and manage your money on one piece of paper and start using it. If you can't manage a little bit of money, how are you going to manage a lot of money? Okay, how are you going to manage a massive amount of money? You got to be able to use those simple systems. And in my lifetime, my companies have done hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars in sales. And you know what? I use the exact same systems as I used to run our family. All we do is add zeros. However you run your family is the same way you're going to run your businesses. And if you have no idea where you're at, your business will have no idea where they're at, and you're a train wreck. All right. And we don't want that. Money's fun. Games are fun. Let's go have some fun with it. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll be right back.